views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.
It's the Al Tillman Show.
Al Tillman.
Every Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
Right here on the Glory.
Al Tillman.
It's going too far. You think we've gotten too radical with our message? Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet.
In R. Kelly news, he threw.
And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory.
With guest appearances by Miss Maylene.
Don't get me going here.
Tune in every Thursday at 4:30.
Put them hands together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Al Tillman Show right here on the Glory 107.9 FM. Coming to you.
Let the show begin.
Let's get it on here.
Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Al Tillman on location. Welcome to the show right here on the Glory 107.9 FM. If you're on your radio dial in the MacTown area, if you're on all platforms, the social media devices, you can tune to us right now at wddo.live, wddo.live. That's right. Or you can also check us out. We're on our streaming locations on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, LinkedIn. You can share the link if you're on the computer, or if you're listening to us from your smartphone device. You can share it. We're going to be having a special guest, special guest coming in today from all the way from Los Angeles, California. We're going to have our special guest, Nancy Bellamy, is going to be joining us. And I want all the ladies to tune in and really check in on this show right here. And especially if you do hair, if you're a barber, beautician, or barbers that do hair, beauticians. This is a fantastic show about women entrepreneurs. Y'all know I've been doing that a lot. But I want to delve into something right here and just say welcome to the Al Tillman Show as well. And, the Hurricane Ian is here and is upon us. So Hurricane Ian is here. So I want to send our prayers and thoughts with all the families in Florida. I'm actually on location. I'm on location myself, man. So send a shout out to everybody down there in Florida. Let's get to some news right quick because we got a fun-filled show. We got Miss Maylene gonna be coming on. She said she let the producers know she don't have much time. She got to take Mr. Willie to the doctor. So she's going to come on for a couple of minutes, she says. She got to take him to the doctor. I don't know why she got to take him to the doctor. This late in the evening, I don't know what type of doctor they have, but yeah. So let's see. Hurricane Ian, all the folks down there, man, want y'all to be safe, and just keep believing in yourself, man. Y'all know Muhammad Ali said, I am the greatest. And so he kept saying it and he believed it. And so y'all that's out there, I'm going to be doing a new segment called Al Perspective because I'm heartbroken. I get disappointed, but I don't often share it. That we've got to get some help and assistance sometime when we need it, especially as African Americans. We got to go and talk to folks. I don't need to see how people go and talk to folks. We all need to go and communicate and talk to some folks out there. So, yeah, man. So what's up? I'm going to have Al's perspective probably after we talk to Miss Maylene. What's in the news today is a mother in Utah, 56 years old, gives birth. Listen to this, y'all. Gives birth to from her son. Shall I repeat that? A mother gives birth. The child is by her son. And she's 56 years old. She's a Utah mom. Y'all can look it up, Google it, whatever. Is actually, she was a surrogate. Now, I don't know if how y'all still feel about that, but I thought the topic was interesting. Mother gives birth to to son's child. And it's the son and the daughter-in-law. So that's what the Utah mom did. She gave birth. She smiling. I actually saw the photo and the picture of it. So, hey, that's what she did. And so that's what they do up in Utah, man. Y'all are welcome to the show. I want to say what's up to what's up, Mr. Cotton? Young man, I'm retired from Macon County, GA. What's going on, Mr. Crawford? Checking in. Stacy, Stephanie, Pam, Rick, Mike, those that's on my feed. Yeah, I'm on location, man. You know, so it's just heartbroken about some stuff, man. And just trying to concentrate. What's going down, man? Anthony Hamilton show. Anthony Hamilton this Friday. If you're in the MacTown, Middle Georgia area, is going down. Anthony Hamilton is going to be in town. You are my life. No matter what the people say, I'm going to love you anyway, even if you mistreat me. Yeah, that's what we got to do. All right, Ricky. They get mistreated. We still have to treat them right, man. You know, so that's what we got to do, man. Anthony Hamilton going to be in town. What else is coming up? This Monday, October the 3rd, it's model casting for my man, comedian Mo, going to be shooting a DVD here in Middle Georgia at the Monument Room. That's going down. That's going to take place actually in November, but the model casting is this coming Monday at the Marriott Hotel in the lobby. Just come in, and it's going to be about 6:30. So you don't have to have any experience. Aspiring models, you want to be a model. You know, we got some stuff for you. Just want to see your beautiful smile and your beautiful face, and just have a great personality. You know, if you want to be a part of this. This modeling casting is this Monday, October the 3rd, at the Macon Marriott. There's 240 Coliseum Drive for those that may be out of town. It's the Coliseum Drive, man. Somebody just hit me up. What am I doing? I don't know, man. I died. I'm auditioning for a new movie. You know, I don't know. I hate gray hair. And y'all, I'm telling you, I hate gray hair. I don't know why my hair grows gray here, but then not on the head. I really don't, you know, and I really try to use some stuff for it. But so, you know, one of my friends said, hey, try something different. Let your gray grow out. So that's what I'm doing. Letting the gray grow out, man. That's what I'm doing. Letting the gray go out, you know. I want to say what's up to Steve Bryant, all the way from Alexandria, Virginia. What's up, man? What's going on up there? Hurricane Ian. Is it Ian? I don't know how do you set these things. You know, you know, you know. I don't know how they set these things. But look, man, Al's perspective, man. You know, we got to go get help. We need to talk to some people, no matter what we're going through. I want to talk to Billy Pitts. That's why I forgot to call. I was gonna call Billy Pitts. I want to have Billy Pitts on probably in a couple of weeks. I'm not gonna be here. I'm probably just gonna take a break, you know, because a lot of times we go through stuff, and I'm talking about men and women. We go through stuff, and you know, this stuff been going on with a lot of folks. Over 1 million people died from COVID, man. And I lost my mom back in 2020. I lost my auntie. I lost Big George from the radio. My friend Michael Jones. And there's so many folks, man. But we never really talk to folks. You know, we really don't. We don't talk to folks about our issue and what we're dealing with. We just, a lot of times, even if we got folks that's you know, well, you know, what do we say? What's the word? You know, in our community growing up, we just say, oh, if you got somebody that's handicapped, or you got somebody that's slow, or whatever, you lock them up in the back room. No, somebody is dealing with some health issues, or Down syndrome issues. But we as a family, a lot of times, man, yeah, we gotta communicate and talk to people. And a lot of times, men, we just don't go and talk to anybody about stuff that we're going through. Well, we just don't, because we just deal with it. We deal with it, you know. And I'm bringing this up because of, you know, I talk to family members and my son all the time. I'm always trying to help somebody else in their situation. That's just me. That's the way I grew up. Mr. Cotton, we went to Central together. That's just where I grew up. I was never disrespectful to women. Matter of fact, my homeboys, and I was going to call their name today because I was thinking about them. But I ain't going to call their name. My homeboys sometimes used to call me 1-800-HOMEBOY. I would never disrespect women, never feel on grab women in school and all that stuff. And I would always try to educate and just help people. And I think that's what I'm doing now. Although I wasn't the perfect student, I'm not the perfect father, I'm not the perfect husband. But I always just try to give knowledge and wisdom. And a lot of times I get in trouble for it. Cause especially with the young ladies that I talk to, they be like, "Oh, you ain't my father, you ain't my dad," and then the guys be like, "Hey, hold up, man, you can't talk to me like that, whatever." And so where I see knowledge and wisdom is needed, I just try to share it. And sometimes you get in trouble, especially when you're dealing with these ladies and women, because one of the things we're trying to do in my world of entertainment, and I want to direct this show more into entertainment, because we got to laugh and have a good time. But everybody else can talk about all the issues and problems. I'll give you some news, but we're so far behind. I've been doing entertainment for so long, man, and I had the pleasure this past weekend to take my son. He was telling his mom that he's never been on the road. He don't know what we do. He hear the stories. And my daughter, who's older, she got a chance to go and experience it. He never got a chance to experience it. But he was telling his mom this. He didn't tell me. So I said, come on, we're going to take a road trip. So I took him with me this past weekend on the Gulf Coast. Everywhere I went, I was all over the Gulf Coast in different cities doing events and hosting events. And he got a chance to see up close and personal what we actually do with Tig Entertainment. And in helping folks on the Gulf Coast, we were down in Mobile, Alabama. We were down over in Meridian. We was in Gulfport, Mississippi. We even went over to Pensacola, and we ended up in a place called Saraland, Alabama, was the last spot we went to. And we just had a festive time. If you're on social media, I got photos and pictures of him just clowning, and I just stopped putting them up because my son is off the chain. Sometimes he still likes to jump on the bed. He still like to eat up food. This boy would order food. I leave him, go to the restroom or something, come back. He done ordered food, ain't ordered me no food. I mean, we would have food at the hotel. He didn't want to leave the hotel. He just having a good time. We had escalators. They're a nice hotel. And this boy just ate and ate the leftovers. The next morning, we get up for breakfast. He go get him breakfast, 2 plates, all this food. I'm like, what you bring for me? He's like, they got more downstairs. I mean, he just innocent. He didn't realize what he was doing. He was just innocent, not realizing what he was doing. So that's that situation. So again, man, we just got to communicate and talk because people just not gonna always be honest. No matter how honest you are with folks, man. And I've been in this entertainment world a long time. And Pastor Eric Bell, I was looking at a number today. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. I was looking at a number, came across saying, Al, give me a call. What y'all don't know is for the probably last month, man, I just have not been myself. Last week I was sleeping. This week I'm sleeping. I ain't getting no sleep. I ain't getting no rest. I'm trying to do all this stuff to help other folks and get situations together. I was trying to get it all together by October. October will be here before you know it. I was trying to get it together. I'm probably just going to take off, not be here next week or so. And just take a break, man, because we got to think about our health. We got to think about our health first, man. And so, so that's the dealio. But I got a special guest that I want to bring in, and I want y'all to know and to meet. And like I say, with Tigger Entertainment is my business, my company I've been doing for years. And I want to bring on this young lady because we go back over 20 years ago. I started, I don't know, I want her to tell the story as much as possible. How much I was able to help her. Did I help her? But I do remember she was a part of our Comedy Super Jam tours that actually kicked off in Macon, Georgia, back in 1999. A lot of folks don't realize and know I'm younger than a lot of my artists when I first started. A lot of people don't know I'm Broadman from the Fifth Floor's road manager. I've been booking comedy and entertainment for over 20 years. I started very young with the help of Roger Redding, the Otis Redding's brother, my uncle Ronald. Man, it's just I've been blessed. So Nancy Bellamy used to be Nancy Court. She's living in LA now. She's our guest today, and she's got a movie. Nancy, what's up? Are you there? Let's bring Nancy in. And I don't know why
Yes,
I'm
I'm
getting an
in.
echo. What's up, Nancy?
What's up? What's up, Al?
How
TJ,
you
how you
doing,
doing?
girlie?
I'm wonderful. Wonderful.
Hey,
I'm so glad
listen.
to be
So
here.
listen. If you're trying to listen to me and talk to me at the same time, it ain't gonna work. So if you got your device on, just turn it down, and you and I gonna have a conversation, and we can go back and watch the show again later.
Yes,
Because I'm
yes.
getting a
Can you hear
small
me okay
echo.
now?
I can. I'm getting a small. I don't know if I'm my engineer. Why am I getting the echo? I don't know. But we're gonna work through it.
Work through
Nancy,
it, boo.
look, Nancy. You know what? I just realized that you were Nancy Cord. Was that right?
Right. Well, yeah.
And it's
That was
Nancy
my old.
Bellman now. And it's
That was
Nancy
my old
Bellman
name.
now. Nancy, listen.
Yeah. Well,
Listen.
it's always been. It's
Go
always
ahead.
been Nancy Bellany.
Okay. But I
It's
remember
just
Nancy
that's
Cord.
right.
Where did I
No,
get
it's
Nancy
but
Cord from?
my
Because
my
it just hit
that's
me
my
like two
maiden
minutes
name.
ago. Okay, okay. Because that hit me like 2 minutes ago. And so Nancy, here's the thing. Nancy started out with Ticket Entertainment. We were doing what we called the Comedy Super Jam tour. You were living in Atlanta at the time. Is that right?
I sure was.
How long ago was that, Nancy? We were doing this tour.
Man, that was. I want to say about 20. Because I got here 20 years ago, so it's got to be 99, 2000, 2001.
Yeah. So Nancy now is in
Right?
LA. Yeah. It's probably been 20 years. And what I want to do, I want to show folks, Nancy, you don't know this now, but I keep a good file. Nancy, I've
Uh-oh.
got the original photo of where I used to book you
Oh,
in
Lord.
back in 1999. I want to put this photo up. My engineer, put Nancy's photo up. It's a black. It should be a black and white. I want folks to see this photo. I want folks to see this photo. Our engineer is gonna put this photo. There
Put
it
it up.
is.
I probably have a really cheesy grin or something
Yep,
in the
yep, yep.
photo.
You do. Now, you got braids and all that. Now, this photo is your headshot photo where I was booking you like 20 years ago. Now,
Wow.
what I want the engineer to do is put up your current photo. That I,
Uh-oh.
that I want to show the current photo. And what's interesting about the current photo is Nancy looks exactly the same. 20
Frozen in
years.
time, y'all. Frozen in time.
Look at the photo.
That's because I mind my business and I drink my water.
Now, can you put both photos up? I'm getting my engineer to put photos. If you can't put both of them up, but I'm showing people that picture because Nancy, it is amazing. 20 years later, we're touring, and people have no idea the stuff we were doing. Tell people what
Oh,
you
man.
remember about the tour.
What I remember, there was a group of comedians. We were all out of Atlanta.
That's right.
And Mr. Tiger over here decided to put us on tour. Oh, my God. We had so much fun. The crowds, there would be a long-ass line for us.
Yeah.
Out there at the
And
theater. Come
and
and see us tell jokes.
yeah.
And I was a new comedian. I had just started out telling jokes. Maybe just a few months when I got on that tour.
Yeah.
We
And
had
what-
a ball. I remember, Brumman was the MC. Brumman
Right. Bro, man from the fifth
from the
floor.
Martin Show.
Yeah. I don't know
I
how
remember
many
talking,
of the comedians. Shorty was there.
I
Yeah.
remember. Oh my God, I remember Dirty South. I just remember so many old comedians that are now. I see them and I'm like, good job. You're
Yeah.
doing great. Oh
20
man, Al, you had an eye though. You did have an eye for talent.
Well, listen, I appreciate you saying that because a lot of folks in my hometown do not know what I actually do for a living. They just know me now as a commissioner or a community man, but my job has always been a booking and talent agent. And I would have 10 to 15 comedians on the show, and we were touring across this country. And I had so much talent, I didn't have enough places to put them, to put all of y'all. So I would put the tour together. And what folks don't realize is with Roger Redding's help, Roger Redding is our local, still a booking agent. That was Otis Redding's brother. And wherever Roger did blues, he would send me for the comedy. And we called it the Southeast Comedy Super Jam because we were doing Florida. South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky. We were doing so many cities, and there were lines around the corner because we were
It
selling the
was.
country. Def Comedy Jam was hot at the time. BET's Comic View was at its height. And there's our background that we had, our backdrop that I don't use anymore. So I brought all that in. But I want the engineer, Nancy, to pull up the group photo. I have the group photo. And Nancy,
Pull
you're
it
the
up.
only female. You're the only female that I had when it was picture day. There it is.
There it is.
You're
And
the
I'm
only
pretty
female,
sure.
Nancy. That photo was shot in 1999.
Wow, and I'm pretty sure that's the show that you had us in. You put us in a van, Mr. Tiger, man. You was something else. You picked us up from out of Atlanta in the van and got us to a hotel, and then took us to the show. The van took us to the show. Like I forgot, it was like a white van or something like that. But yeah, I remember that show.
And look, and Matt Grimes and my wife will be like, "Why are you doing all this? You booking them, you're picking them up." I had everybody. We meet in at Atlanta Airport. I pick you up, take you to the show. But listen, on this photo is our local guy, King Size, on the show. World famous Jacko is on this picture. Shawty, Sir Walt, Nancy. Do you remember the white boy Redbone? Ah,
Oh, yeah,
got
Redbone that used to shake his ass
yeah.
on stage. That's his big finish. He
That's
was
right.
twerk before twerking came out.
That's right. Dexter T is in this photo. Big E is in this photo. Fredo, we call him food stamp at the time, but Fredo is in the
Damn. Oh, snap.
Squirt is in the photo.
Word.
Squirt, that's Shawty's cousin. Squirt is in the photo with you. And so, Nancy, I got to send you this photo, or you'll see it when you go back and
I
watch
see
this
it.
show. You can't see it. That's Squirt. But I remember the guy in the jersey, but I can't remember his name. But I knew he lived, I don't know if he lived in Tennessee or somewhere. But Nancy, listen, I just want to thank you because it was not about the money for you when we were touring.
Never.
It wasn't about it. And you always ambitious about going on the road and doing your comedy, your craft.
You know why, Al? I just love stand up anyway. And I think any comedian that decided to be a comedian went into it for the love of it anyway. Later on, you figure the money out and, you get greedy a little bit, But early on, and even for me to this very day, it's the passion. The money will come. So I just used to love just getting the stage time, getting in front of that large-ass audience, and just feeling the energy, giving the people the love and getting the love back. And to be able to get on those stages so early in my career, it made such a huge difference as I left Atlanta and I moved up on to LA. Because once you get in front of about 1,200 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people, early on in your career telling jokes, you're really not scared.
Yeah. You're not afraid of them. And Nancy, I used to tell comedians that y'all would be the best politicians because you're quick on your feet, you're used to a camera, and you're used to an audience. So when you moved to LA, I always knew you were going to be successful because you were one of those comedians that was still up and coming, but you were hungry. And no matter what city I went to, and I couldn't afford to pay you a lot of money, but it didn't matter what city we were in across this country, you were there.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you remember.
I was starving to get on that stage, man. I was starving.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember the other female comedians because it was mostly dominated by males.
Yes.
But you and Shazara, I had Shazara. Sylvia, I haven't seen Sylvia in years. Dirty South. And believe it or not, Dirty South gained weight. She still can put her legs behind her head.
Boy, that's a special talent right there. Just have to tell jokes.
Yeah. So Nancy migrated to LA, and Nancy, I watch you on TV. And matter of fact, I was watching the movie this morning called Bob and Weave. That's your new movie,
Yes.
and it's streaming. Nancy, I'm just so proud of you. I would see you in all these commercials. First of all, this is what I want people to know when you move to LA. It's not easy, but if you can get you a couple of commercials, you can survive. Nancy, I see you in commercials all the time now. How many commercials have you been in?
I've done over 40 national commercials since I've been here in LA, and that is the key to surviving here. You book a couple of national commercials,
Yeah.
you get your residuals, coming in for, a couple of years, and you can really
Yeah.
then take acting classes, be at the comedy clubs at nighttime, go in on some auditions. I think that's the easiest way. So many people, come here and turn around and go back because they're not able to survive out here. It's very expensive in LA.
And how long you been there? You say you've been there now over 20 years?
I've been here. I've been here for over 20 years.
You know what I
And
get?
so now that I've been here this long, I figured, hey, let me make some movies.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I get folks, they like, he had all those comedians. He had Bruce, he had Ricky Smiley, and he ain't got all the. And Nancy, I had you too. But I'm like, you can't
You had me
sign
too.
somebody forever. You know, the average time you're going to sign an artist is probably 2 to 3 years because you're trying to develop. Early on in a career, a comedian will sign with whatever agency, and in 2 3 years, you've gotten your craft. And that's what I say. I couldn't sign Nancy forever, you know. And so you had to go out in LA and sow your wild oats. And look at you now.
Yeah, I had to come out here
So what's the name of the movie?
and learn the game.
Learn the game.
The thing
And you
about LA, there's so many different, spectrums of comedy that you can write on a TV show. You can, go on the road, tell jokes. You can, you can warm up an audience before the TV show starts. So there's so many different ways to make money in stand-up comedy in LA.
Yeah, I've sent a few people out there, and Bruh Man has always been so courteous. He's allowed a few people to come out and live with him for a week or two, and I think Trey Williamson probably was one that stayed the longest. I had Trey and most folks don't know that. I don't know if you remember this, Nancy, the reenactment trial of Michael Jackson when he was on trial. Trey played Chris Tucker.
Oh, he played Chris Tucker.
It's still out there. Trey played the Chris Tucker, and I booked that. I still got the first check where they sent us for him playing Chris Tucker in the Michael Jackson reenactment trial. That was on Hollywood E. And that's in my file, my portfolio. Well, I got Trey first check. I got a copy of the first check out there. But you did BET's Comic View, which was a national. Now, I booked the Atlanta season back in '99 when they came to Atlanta. But which season did you do? Because there was an LA show in
I
Los
did
Angeles.
do that. I did that first season. I booked that you booked. I was in the Atlanta season, and I ended up doing it about 3 more times after that. I think for a total of 4 seasons of BET.
Now, Nancy, I tell people, I put so many folks on television, but I know we were touring. Were you one of my comedians that, because I don't remember them, but you tell me, was you one of my comedians that I actually put on television on Comic View?
Probably, because I know it was definitely it was your show. Me doing a set on your show, and they watched it, and then they booked me. So
Okay.
whether it was you direct or it was your show that I was on, but either way, it was you were responsible because I was on in front of a big ass audience, with big ass laughs.
Yeah.
On one of your tours, and from there they chose me to participate.
Well, let me give it back to you. People, I appreciate that respect, but it was your talent, my friend. It was your talent that got you on BET's Comic View, which is a national show, and we miss Comic View. And some people used to complain about the money with Comic View, and that's when they moved to Atlanta, and I booked that season. But I tell folks all the time, we don't have enough money to market and promote ourselves from what BET did for us here at Teak Entertainment and for a lot of you all.
Right. But you know what? It's different now. Things are different now. Now you can just create your own special and have it shown,
Yeah.
like how you would watch a comedian on BET. Like, the market has completely changed. There are no gatekeepers in this business anymore. You can just have your special on Amazon or Hulu or Pandora, Fandango, wherever you want it. The
Yeah.
sky is the limit now. You can do your comedy on the internet. You can do your comedy literally on Instagram and
Hey.
Facebook and make $100,000 a month, like Country Rain.
Well, listen, that's what we're trying to tell folks. Let me do this tagline. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Al Tillman, the Al Tillman Show. Our guest today is Nancy Bellamy. I'm sorry.
Nancy
Uh,
Bellamy.
Nancy Bellamy. And we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and LinkedIn. Or if you want to watch us, you can go to www.wddo.live. Nancy, I'm so proud of you. You got a new movie coming out. Super producer. Put up the shot of the movie. I watched it this morning. It's called Bob and Weed. There's the shot of it with the super cast. And the funniest thing I heard was the girl, and I ain't gonna give away the movie, but I'm gonna let you tell us about the movie. And I know I'm talking a lot, but the funniest thing I had, because I sent you a message. I said I've never heard of organic chitlins. And so y'all gotta watch it to understand what I mean when you hear that organic chitlins. And that's all I'm gonna say. Tell us about Bob and Weed, Nancy Bellamy. Your baby.
Bob and Weed is my baby. It's the third film that I made, and I put an ensemble cast together. I put the entire production together. I have people that help me create the ideas, writing the ideas down. People that just help me with the casting, et cetera, and we put it all together. I used some comedians, and I used some actors. But I wanted to have a film set in a hair salon. I haven't seen one of those since, barbershop and beauty shop. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. And I felt that, I wanted to see what I could do in a beauty salon in a film. So I put the ideas together, and we shot it last year. And here we are now. You can see us on Tubi. You can see it on Tubi. You can see it on Amazon Prime. You could see it on Fandango. You could see it on Voodoo, VUDU. And it's just been such a blessing. I've been getting a lot of phone calls about it. But I was going for broad comedy. I was going for almost slapstick. I wanted it to be different than the usual beauty salon movie where, you're probably going to lose a beauty. Some guy is going to hop into the beauty salon or something like that. I didn't want that beauty salon type film. So I wanted to have a story inside of the beauty salon between the manager, the woman that owns the beauty salon, and myself, someone that works at the beauty salon. And so, I was like a new hiree there, and she was on drugs, and she's always yelling and screaming at us, the coworkers, the stylist. And I ended up having to get really strong. In the film, I start off, the character begins very mousy, a little weak, a little scared, a little intimidated, and it eventually she has to stand up for herself. Right. So it's one of those, coming of age character films, and I pretty much finance everything myself too.
Yeah. Well, I will encourage. I want beauticians to watch this because I don't know. And Nancy, you tell me down here in the South, most of the beauticians are entrepreneurs. They're paying a booth rent. I think when you're up in New York and LA, you have a person that's in ownership, and they actually hire the folks that you're working for the salon, so they can actually hire and fire you. Where most folks down here in the South, they just paying a booth rent. Is it like that in LA, or how much of the movie that was accurate from that point in LA? And that's what
from that perspective,
barbershops, a beauty shop, you seen the
there's
same
some
way.
accuracy to it. There's both. You can go both ways here in LA as well as New York. You can pretty much rent a booth, or you can work for someone. Yeah. Most people do rent a booth. But in this film, we all worked at the quote-unquote hair salon.
Right. at the pleasure of what was the actor name? The lady that ran it.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay. Yes, my favorite actress in my film, one of my favorites. Her name is Tyra Hughes, and she plays Althea Rivers, and she's the owner, and she just barks all the time, and she does drugs in the back throughout the day, and she'll come back out and bark some more at the actors, the characters in the film. I play Heavenly Jackson, who has a living boyfriend who plays video games all the time at the
Listen,
house, and he doesn't like to
you,
work.
you giving it away
And
because
it's up to me.
because see, I was going to mention that about the boyfriend because that's why I want women to watch this, especially women as entrepreneurs, and how you dealt with the boyfriend that played the video game, where most women would just put him out. Now I'm not.
Right.
We don't tell them what happened, but watch what this Joker does and how it comes back full circle. And one of the things that was amazing, even about the lead actress, the woman that owned the salon, usually in like beauty shop, you become that person's. I ain't gonna give it away. It's a good movie. I really, And we was texting each other, and I was like, Nancy, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to watch it because I wanted to truly sell the audience that we're going to be talking to, and I wanted you to know I watched it because you took time to send it to me in advance,
Yes.
and I appreciate that. What time is it in LA? I think is it 2 hours, 3 hours back?
I'm 3 hours behind you guys.
Okay, because it's like five after 5 o'clock on the East Coast, so it's probably 2 o'clock out there on the West Coast.
Right. It's after 2 o'clock here.
How's the weather?
Yes.
How's the
The
weather?
weather is so beautiful, guys, but it's so hot in LA. Like,
But it'd be cold at
go
night.
outside.
That's the strange thing about it.
Even at night, it feels good. It feels pretty
Yeah.
good here at night.
Well,
Yeah.
Nancy, I don't know if
I
you got
cannot
it.
complain about this weather.
What's cool about LA is like we have stubborn nuns, or we'll have a plum tree in our yard. Y'all have like grapefruit trees and
Oh yeah.
orange trees in
Oh
y'all
yeah.
yard.
And the right here. And avocado. Don't forget about the avocado tree.
Yeah, because
Okay.
bro
The
man
Lord
was
of cholesterol.
sometimes, and so that's like amazing. So, what was different about LA when you went that you was like, oh my God, I'm gonna like this, or this is gonna be hard because you've been there so long, you've adjusted, and it's amazing
Right.
that you've been there 20 years.
Yeah. 20 years. And there's a lot of, by the way, there's a lot of Atlanta comedians here, like Rodman. I've seen so many comedians from Atlanta that live here. I think Sean Jones was here.
Now I didn't know
For
Sean
a
was
couple
out there.
of
Sean
years.
is originally from South Carolina, but he moved to Atlanta, and I knew Rodman was out there.
Gerard is out here. Smokey D's is out here. There's a lot of Atlanta comedians in here in LA.
So when I come to LA, when I sneak away and folks don't know because I don't often tell them my business. We would come out to the comedy club. I think it's on Melrose at comedy night. Is it still happening? Tuesday night comedy.
Well, yes, on Melrose is on Monday night. That's the Improv, hosted by D-Ray.
Okay, D Ray's hosting
Yeah.
it now. You see,
Yeah,
and we
that's
see
the Monday
like,
night.
and see, here's what's cool about out in LA. What people don't understand. You see all these guys like D Ray and some of your favorite comedians like a Mike Epps in the movies on tour. But when you come out to LA, everybody's just hanging out, just normal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People
It's
just
just
working out. People
on
just
Monday.
working their material out on stage. It's like everybody's kind of like on the same kind of like everybody's doing their thing out here. So you just come out, you hit the stage. If you're booked, you just hit the stage. If you're not booked, you kind of hang out. If you got the time to hang out, do some networking, and then just go about your business. You might have to be on set the next day, or doing something, or you're about to go on the road or something. So, but you asked a question earlier about when I first came out here. What I love about LA is, in Hollywood, is there's so many people that are just getting off the Greyhound bus to come here, or just drove across town to get here, or just got off the plane. So there's so many new people here that's arriving every single day. that you really cannot get bored.
Mm.
And time can really fly because you're constantly meeting a new person, maybe from Arkansas, maybe from Nebraska, maybe from Tennessee, that came out here for a dream, like you did.
Yeah.
So the networking is amazing. Because that person that got off that bus later on might become, maybe they came out here to be an actor, but now 5 years or 10 years later, they're an agent.
Mr. Engineer, put her
Maybe
other
they're a
phone.
literary agent.
Yeah. Yeah. That
You know?
that
So the
that's amazing.
networking is amazing here.
Probably 10 to 12 years ago, bruh man was like, Al, you need to be in LA. He would always tell me that I was what they call ahead of your time. And if I didn't have a family, I probably would have came out. I my brother lived out there, and he worked for Babyface's wife Tracy Edmonds, and he was the A&R guy for Yab Young, and he actually stayed with Bruh Man for a few weeks, until a couple of months, he got himself together. But Yab Young defunct it, and is that if I said that right? But her brother, they just ran it to the ground. But their most notable artist that everybody may know is John B. And my brother would send me material. So Young, man, I was on my way, because I'm like, he out there, bro, man's out there, and they was sending me stuff, and we was running this college thing. I was doing the comedy tour, and he was sending me all the CDs at the time in boxes, and we were trying to get. How he was able to get the job is we were trying to get the college crowd to listen to the music, and that's how John B got on. He would send me the music, and we would distribute it to these colleges. So he was out there hustling, but he didn't stay. He's back in Alabama. But Nancy, it's just amazing. 20 years later, that we came under the you came under the Tigger Entertainment banner, doing BET's concert. And every time I see a commercial, sometimes I'll say, "That look like Nancy. That look like Nancy," because I know that 2 or 3 commercials, you can get paid. You said now you've done over 40.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, I've
come
done.
on.
Oh, yeah, in the 20 years I've been here, I've done over 40 nationals.
Name
I've done from
that.
McDonald's to Walmart to Yoplait yogurt to Mitsubishi to Bank of America, like pretty much every product that you use in your house. I've probably been in a commercial.
So tell people.
Probably I'm driving. I'm tall, so usually I'll play like the mom of like maybe a middle schooler or something because I'm 5'8". So because with commercials, it's really about it's really just a look.
Yeah.
You just gotta. It's a look. And
yeah.
so
8 is very important.
Right. But it's just the money is so quick. It's so fast to make. And so you would probably see me walking into a Bank of America, holding a briefcase. I have multiple wigs to wear to match whatever the look. If it's a corporate look, I put that on. If I fix a mom look, I got that look. And so I found a way. To maneuver in LA.
You haven't aged, Nick.
When I got here, and just found a way to make the commercial.
Yeah. Put that photo up 20 years ago when I was booking her. And Nancy, one of my questions I'm asking you was, what advice do you have others that's listening, that's trying to come to LA? What do they do first to get their foot in the door? Because I don't know what your plan was when you went. I just know the last show we probably did together was probably in Nashville. We sold out Nashville. And I think when you left going to LA, what, like 2003 or something?
Yeah, I came 2003. 20 years ago.
I'm sitting here looking at your
almost 20 years ago, 19 years ago.
You need to show your
one advice I could give to
your daughter, your children.
Coming out here.
This photo is something. How much you still just look like yourself.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of prayer.
Yeah. So tell everybody where they can watch the movie at. What's the name of the movie?
Okay, guys. The name of my movie is called Bob, B-O-B-N, as in Nancy, Weave, W-A-E-A-V-E, Bob and Weave. And you can find it on Tubi. You can find it on Fandango. You can find it on Hulu. You can find it on Amazon Prime. And you can find it on VU. Also, I have another film right out there too on all streaming all the channels called The Prodigal for you Christian folks. I had to do one for y'all too, so it's called Prodigal
Well, this
Husband,
is a gospel
and
station.
you can find that on all the platforms as well.
Yeah. So look at here. We appreciate you for calling in and being a part of us today. We're gonna keep pushing the movie. I hope you continue to do well. My daughter now is at Clayton State University. Nancy, she's taking up theater. So somebody's got to tell our story, Nancy. When we was touring and going up against the kings of comedy, folks would not believe that, Nancy. We were going up against the kings of comedy.
We were, and we had lines around the corner for us.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that vividly with my two eyes. People were lining up to come see us, tell jokes, and be funny.
And Nancy, it was a concept, and that's what I try to tell promoters that it ain't about the name of the art, because everybody didn't have a Bernie Mac or Cedric the Entertainer or Steve Harvey. What I was selling was a concept. HBO, BET comedians, come smile for the cameras, come see over 15 comedians, and everybody had saw Def Jam. They saw Comic View. And my thing was, when you guys hit that stage, I've got experience as a manager managing the stage. It was just an awesome experience. And I appreciate you for even having the time to come back and have a conversation. And I want to come out to LA and support you.
Yes.
You know, and I want to do a reunion. We need to do a reunion with those. Put back
It
up
would be
the
nice to do a reunion.
yeah.
And film
Uptown,
it.
yeah. Well, we can do that because and that'll be on you and or Sindora, but we still got the connection at Uptown. Angelo is one of the bookers now. My wife was up there a couple of weeks ago, still making her connection. So I've already told Angelo I'm coming to Atlanta. I want to talk to him because I want to do the reunion. I want to bring out Doodoo Brown is up there, and Coco Brown has moved to Atlanta now, and she'll be in
Right.
Macon,
She's
Georgia.
doing really well too.
She'll be in Macon, Georgia tomorrow, hosting the Anthony Hamilton show. Coco Brown from Virginia Beach. I still got her bank account information. That's my girl. I've been booking. She moved to Atlanta.
TMI.
I surprised my daughter and took her to Coco Brown's house when she moved to Atlanta. She's a housewarming. My daughter was a big fan because she was playing Niecy on Tyler Perry's show.
Yes.
And so Coco Brown's doing her thing, man. You're doing your thing. It's just a blessing. It's a blessing.
And speaking of that, Al, before I get off, when you asked about advice, you know what, guys? Atlanta is hot too. Atlanta, a lot of LA actors are moving to Atlanta for work, you know, as well, with the Tyler Perry studios there. So really the work is wherever you want it to be. You can find it. Yeah. It's just an FYI.
Yeah, that's some great advice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Al Tillman Show. We're sitting here talking to Nancy Bellamy, comedian, because you're not a comedian, it's comedian for the women. So we got to say that right. Comedian for the women, actor, and now filmmaker.
Yes.
My girl started out with Tigger Entertainment right here in Macon, Georgia.
Yes.
That's where we kicked it off at. And now she's out in LA, in Hollywood, doing big things. And she didn't forget about me, y'all.
I didn't forget about the little people.
There you go. My girl.
Who are really the big people.
Yeah. So listen, anything else you want to share with us? Because we appreciate you for calling us today and being a part of the Al Tillman Show.
Yes, I would like to say to everybody, listen, y'all, keep God first. Stay prayed up. Believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter. It's what you say to yourself. Affirm yourself. Tell yourself you got it going on, because you really, really do. And the sky's the limit. And I love you. And follow me on Instagram at Nancy Bellamy, Bella, and as in Nancy Y Comedy, y'all.
Yeah. Share it again.
Nancy, Nancy Bellamy, B as in boy, Ella, N as in Nancy Y Comedy on Instagram, y'all. Show me some love.
Yeah. And watch the movie. It's called Bob and
And
Weave.
watch my movie, Bob and Weave. Y'all, Bob and Weave on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Fandango, and VU. It'll be on other platforms too, but right now we're on those five.
Yeah. I got your friend, our homeboy. He's coming to Macon on October the 23rd, Nancy. TP Hearn, he's out in LA as well.
Ooh,
That's my guy. We reconnect, and he'll be here October 23rd. Nancy, we got to hook up. We got to bring you to Atlanta. I got to come to LA. My girl,
yes,
Nancy, you were on the
yes.
tour. I was a gentleman. I never tried to hit on my talent.
No, you were respectful.
Tell him again,
Yes, sir.
Nancy.
You was about your business.
That's right, baby.
You were one of the very few guys out there that didn't do that to female comics.
Well,
I
listen,
appreciate
I
that.
respect and appreciate the talent. You know what I'm saying? I now I get flirtatious now because I've tried to try to get them on my side a different way because they all got social media pages, but hey, we trying to make it happen. I be flirtatious. The wife is cool. She like, well, you coming home to me. Well, do what you got to do, but hey, let's get this money, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Nancy Bellamy. The movie is Bob and Weed. Thank you so much, sweetie. So much. I look forward to connecting with you, and let's do that reunion. Be blessed.
Yes, I got it. All right, peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Al Tillman Show. We're going to be right back after these words right here with TP Hearn, jamming and jokes.
Middle Georgia, get ready for Jammin' and Jokes. Fashion meets entertainment. Sunday, October 23rd with CMD Styles and HBO BET comedian TP Hearn.
Chlamydia, sit down. Mercedes, why you name your kids all kind of shit you ain't got? At least be more realistic, you know what I'm saying? Escort. Focus, sit down. Little hoopty if you don't sit your ass.
Jams by AJ, the DJ. It's Sunday, October 23rd. Doors open at 6 p.m. at the Macon Center Plex Monument Room. Fashion, Dre Day, and Libra's birthday celebrations. Reserve your tables now. Tickets available at the Central Plex box office, Miss Stella's, Q Mobile Wireless, Discount Check Cashing, and Eventbrite.com. Jammin' and Joke Fashion meets entertainment. Call 478-781-8003. Brought to you by Tiger Entertainment, Platinum Crown Management, and Unity and Community Partners.
Yeah, that's what's going down, ladies and gentlemen. And that was, don't forget, this Monday is happening at the Macon Marriott. It's the casting for the DVD. This Monday, Sunday, October 23rd at 6 p.m. Yeah, man. Listen, I enjoyed that with Nancy. And I know y'all heard some stuff that y'all don't normally hear from me because as a politician sometimes, because I do politics, I don't share everything I do because, the politicians, sometimes that word politician, y'all see these commercials, it can be a low down and dirty game. So I just keep them guessing and speculating. But we've changed and upgraded the page to Tiger on social media. I got an Al Tillman community page. And so all that stuff is out there. If you want to know and pay attention, we're putting more stuff out there as far as what we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to do this right quick and talk to Miss Maylene. Miss Maylene, come on, baby. What you got going on?
Yes, that ought to be the question to the answer to the question. Or the answer really should be, who tell more lies, Al? The men or the women?
You
And
feeling me
I
on
think
that?
we all know the answer to
You
that,
was feeling
baby.
me on that, Miss Maylene?
We know a woman that tell a lie, and she said she didn't burn up no toast. Well, I smell the toast burning up, and what you do is you scrape it off.
Scrape it
You
off.
scrape all the black off, and you say, I didn't burn up no toast, and so they come down, and you add some butter on it. Add some butter on the toast, and then it don't look like it's burned, baby. Another lie we tell is good women and good-looking women, baby. Most of the ones that's good-looking is tell the lie.
That's right.
First of all, let me say happy movie going, and you be tubing, and bobbing and weaving.
Tubi.
I saw it, and it's a great movie. I commend it to everybody recommended.
Recommend it to everybody.
Because I knows it all because I seen it.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know your business like me. Uh-huh.
Bob and Weed. That's the name of the movie.
Yes, baby. Now back to the lies.
The lie. Who telling
A woman that wear a pair of mismatched socks, and then what she'll say is, no, baby, that's just your lighting. The color just look like that. or this the style or the design. So you know, baby, we'll tell a lie and don't care who, nobody.
Well, that's
So
what
the
I'm trying to
question
say.
really ought to be, Al, is who tell more lies? Because it seems like you're going through some stuff. You want to say more stuff.
I do.
Your perspective.
I do. My perspective.
What you said?
My perspective, Miss McLean.
Yeah, your perfume perspective.
Perspective.
Yeah, that's what it ought to be. I ain't gonna hold y'all long, but a lot of times, sometimes I say the women were bigger lies than the men's.
Yep.
Cause one time I caught Mr. Willie in his woman's face. I know I seen him. I was passing by, and I seen him standing there. Cause he ain't got but 4 teeth. Cause I knocked them other one out a long time ago, and I know Mr. Willie when he smiles. Cause he smiles all the time. Cause them young girls can try to fix him something and they make you go to smiling. And I seen him with my own eyes. I know he was standing there, and I said, Mr. Willie, I saw you, boy. And he said it wasn't him. He asked me why I didn't walk up and touch him. And why I didn't walk up and touch him on the back. Yep. And that's what you got to do, because he'll lie. I know what I seen him and I seen him. So sometimes the man can tell the biggest lie, and the women, baby. Because we slicker than slick. You hear me?
Tell me about it.
So, hey, can't nobody out-slick the slickers, baby.
I know.
Because we had the means. We are the one that carried the ruby tube.
The ruby
and
tube.
The tubie.
The test tube.
The reproductive system, all that.
And the test tube.
You know I knows it all, baby. Count down, bind, and know you're bending like me. So what you ought to be doing, baby, you got to give your life to the Lord.
To the Lord.
And what you got to do is just trust one another. What's happening is, the young people, the young girls, and the young guys, they still trying to spread their wild oats. They don't want to be lying. They just don't want to tell the truth.
No commitment.
So some people lie, but some people just don't want to tell the truth. So you don't look at them as telling lies, baby. Okay. You look at them as, well, it's untruths.
It's still lies.
Somebody just don't want to tell the whole story right now.
All right, we'll get
they don't feel comfortable with you. They don't think you can handle the truth. But you got to be able to handle the truth, baby. Wait a minute. I got to go. I told you I can't be here long.
Well, you got to go.
So let me go, baby. I got to go pick Mr. Willie up. He get off early because I got to take him to the dentist. They're going to try to snap them 19 teeth back in here so he can eat well. He can't eat nothing but cornbread and vine sausage right now. So I got to make sure he get there. So I'm going to talk to y'all later because, you know, I knows it all. Now, binding, know you're bending like me. And oh yeah, Nancy, I watched your movie, baby. Good job, girl, in here. We're going to come out to California and see you. Is Granny still out there on the Beverly Hills building? Tell her I said hello. We went to school together in 19. It's time for me to go. All right. I'll catch y'all next time. Same weekend here. Bye-bye.
It's the Al Tillman Show.
Al Tillman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Al Tillman Show right here on The Glory.
Glory, glory.
Every Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
I appreciate folks tuning in.
Yeah, y'all just act like I'm just not him.
Tune into
WDDO.live. That's what's happening.
A blast off of entertainment and community news.
And everything.
Yeah, that's some good information.
Can I get a witness up in here?
Yes, baby. Because they know I don't play him.
Streaming live on your smart devices and all social media platforms. Tune in on the iconic WDDO.
Each and every
Thursday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Featuring Miss Maylene.
You know I know some things, baby.
right here on 107.9 The Glory.
The Al Tillman Show. Every Thursday. Don't miss it.
Al Tillman.
The views expressed